Morning.
It doesn't seem like that Chidori girl's gonna talk, does it? Despite everything she did, Junpei is really worried about her. I just don't get why. I don't know either. It's because he likes her.
Yeah.
Maybe there's still more to it than we know. Still, I'm a little worried. Class has ended for today.
Yo.
Yeah, what's up? I totally rushed straight to the hospital right now. What if I mess up big time and get banned from seeing Chidori? I wouldn't be able to take that, man. Damn it! Miyamoto, Odagiri, Michael, Wild Duck, Kursawa. Monday, so usual discount. Okay. Right. Let's go down to Ekoda to see if we can get number 2 of his lessons. I like this song so much more than I thought I would. Felt like the teacher's in a good mood. Supplementary lesson.
I guess we'll get started.
Well then, shall we continue where we left off last time? I have a lot to cover, so I hope you're prepared. Sure.
Cool.
I like your spirit. We've covered the fundamentals, so now I'll teach you how to use all 78 major and minor arcana. Please, not one at a time. Let's talk about the basic spread, shall we? To review, the tarot is made of 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana, for a total of 78 cards. Is that clear? Each card has its own inherent meaning.
As such.
Many are daunted by the full deck because the sheer amount of cards. But take heart! It is difficult to learn all the meanings, but having them all actually makes your reading easier. The more details one has available, the easier it is to craft a story.
Well then.
I already explained the major arcana, so let me give you an outline of the minor arcana. Please, not all of them! The minor arcana are divided into 4 classes called suits. Do you recall when I told you that this is what common playing cards were modeled after?
That is to say.
The wands, cups, swords, and coins correspond to the club, hearts, spades, and diamonds. Each suit has 10 numbered cards ranging from ace to 10, as well as 4 base cards, king, queen, knight, and page, unlike the 3 face cards in common decks. The page is sometimes called prince, though he's essentially a knight in training.
Okay then.
The 4 base cards are called court cards. That term will come up again, so remember it well. There are 14 types in total between the pip cards or number cards and the face or court cards. These 14 types will have 4 cards each, for a total of 56 cards in the minor arcana.
As such.
And now you know the makeup of the minor arcana. As for how to use them in a reading, it's actually the same as the major arcana. Keep in mind that the meaning of each card and direction it faces, and use your inspiration to create a story.
That is to say.
In the minor arcana, each suit, number, and court type has its own meaning. One of the best ways to memorize these is to imagine them being in a 4x14 grid.
So, continuing on.
And now, each of the 4 suits' meanings, in brief. Wands are for planning and growth, cups for love and sentiment, swords for trials, and coins for wealth. As for the basic meaning of each of the numbered cards,
That is to say.
oh boy! Ace is the beginning, 2 is balance, 3 is growth, 4 is stability, 5 is change, 6 is balance again, what? 7 is a new start, 8 is success, 9 is attainment, and 10 marks a terminus, or the end. Court cards represent people and their strengths. It could be the client or the other people involved.
Well then.
The page represents... Shouldn't that be page as in, like, P-A-I-G-E, by the way? Whatever. The page represents children and the offering of knowledge. The knight is youth and boundless energy. The queen represents adult women, while the king represents mature men. It's said that to grasp the meaning of the cards, it's important to communicate with them.
As such.
Okay, I'll be honest, that is kind of interesting to me. In general, I don't really like tarot that much, but that kind of like systematic understanding of the meaning of each card by breaking down 2 or 3 different attributes of each card. I mean, that's kind of just how modern trading card games work. Now then, let's move on to the method of using the full arcana to tell fortunes. The basic procedure is the same, you'll just be using more cards. Even with the full deck of 78, you must first shuffle, then cut, spread, and read. The type of spread you use affects the procedure more than the number of cards in use. Don't get me wrong, the spread I'll be covering is done with this procedure too.
Okay then.
Now, for a change of subject, I'll explain the various types of spreads. Are you sure you don't want to leave this for tomorrow, my dude? Last time we used the 1-card spread, so today we'll examine the other typical spreads. First, remember that the spread is chosen according to the nature of the question. Oh, wait, what? That's a thing? Do you want an answer to a single question, or maybe an overview of the general future? So, like, single question is probably for a 1-card spread, general overview of the future is going to be like a 3-card or something? Use the spread that best fits the request you have in mind. For example, if you want to tell the client's past, present, and future is going to be the 3 spread.
Okay then.
Why not use a 3-card spread where you simply lay out 3 cards? Adding a card produces the 4-card spread, identifying the past, present, nature of the problem, and future. If you use the 7-card hexagram spread, with a single card placed in the center of a hexagon, you can read both the nature of the problem and a countermeasure against it.
So, continuing on.
There is also a spread called Question and Answer involving 2 choices. This reading is done by setting 2 countermeasures against the question.
That is to say.
Finally, the most well-known spread, I would say is the 3-card spread, but okay, is the classic Celtic Cross. Is that the plus sign of 5 cards? It's suited to telling fortunes with only the major arcana and is often used by both beginners and experts. Arrange 2 cards crossing each other in the center, then 1 more on all 4 sides of the cross. Crossing each other in the center. Okay, so it's like perpendicular, and on all 4. Okay, so it's 1 more card than I thought, and 1 card is like horizontal with respect to the others. Okay.
As such.
Then, place a pillar of 4 cards known as the Spear of Destiny next to it to the right. Okay, this got more complicated. The cross of 6 cards represents the overall situation, with the 4 to the right making it concrete. How? What? Okay, it's called the Spear of Destiny. I get that, like, makes it more concrete, but, like, what do you do? What do these cards actually each signify, then? Again, this forms the 10-card spread known as the Celtic Cross.
Well then.
There are other spreads like the Horseshoe, Witch's Diamond, or the 7 Cradles of Life, Candles of Life. And I've heard rumors of so-called normal, triangle, and spread crosses. And cross spreads. There are far too many for me to teach you, so you can look into it yourself if you're interested. Phew, I believe it's time for our afternoon tea. That's it for today. Here, take this and off you go. Revival bead. Cool. Well, I legitimately know more about the tarot than I did earlier. Neat. No, not you. You. Okay, what card? What card? Am I working on 3s? Maybe. I got a couple of ones. These are regen and invig one, though. I don't really need to do those anymore, I think. Evade light, evade wind, evade elect, evade ice. I don't really want to get the evade skills because eventually we'll get, like, null and absorb all of the elements. Okay, let's work on let's work on 3 copies of each of the magics then. Start with Mabufu. Okay, Maiko is not in school. Suimitsu is not in school. So we effectively have Odagiri and Miyamoto. Probably Odagiri then, but let's check their ranks. 7 going to 8. And 7 going to 8. And Kaz is the one that's available more often, so let's make sure we have an Emperor, then go hang out with Odagiri. No! Oh shit! Velvet room. Oh, more of a loading screen.
Good. Here are my
Just want to
requests.
check again, because, you know, new day and all that.
Very well then. Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Okay, first of all,
Registering, I see.
Sure.
Is overriding except all registered.
so can I make
What
a
kind of
new
persona
Emperor?
do you desire?
53 is too high, and I have Nagaraja already, so I don't need that. Hariti I don't have.
Seeing what personas come to be is a great joy of mine.
That's Empress, duh. I want to make room by fusing a little bit. Let's do my level then. Hot, I want to keep. Lakshis, I want to keep. Samael, I want to keep. I'm okay with that.
This would be a wise choice.
Let's see. Chunk more magic than strength. Very slow. Null, pierce, drain, wind, weak to curse. You get heavy slash to all. Heavy strike to 1. Heavy wind to 1, and revolution.
Please choose what skills to inherit.
You know, I think Soul Shift is going to be good on you because we can... You only have wind. Maybe. This feels like a high counter kind of situation. Lower all foes' accuracy evasion. Sure. You and you.
It appears it will
Not
receive a
amazing, but at least it's not totally worthless. My name is Ganesha. Now that I'm here, I guarantee you will never have to be concerned about misfortune again. Charge? You know, you're more of a physical persona. Am I gonna use Revolution on you? Like, ever? I kind of want to keep Garudine around just for some coverage. Okay, and then let's summon an Emperor.
This is your progress so far.
There you are.
Please, so you'll be summoning this one? May it be your inner strength.
Cool, cool.
Are you finished? We look...
Actually, I can do it this way. By which I meant this way. Go. It's the student council room. The student council meets today. Blah, 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 hang out.
Today's meeting is canceled.
You're not who's supposed to be here!
Did Odagiri-san do something?
Why? Something wrong?
He was called to the faculty office by a teacher earlier. I think it's about that cigarette butt.
Did something happen? I better head to the faculty office.
Don't be so stubborn. All you have to do is write his name on the list.
He was appointed to the student council by the president herself. He's a responsible person. That's why I didn't add him to the suspect list.
You know there are witnesses who've seen him wandering the streets late at night, don't you? I thought you hated students who don't follow the rules.
It's not that I doubt the witness reports. It's more that I trust him. So I'm not adding him to the list.
I mean, honestly, just add us to the list. Go ahead, investigate us. If you trust us, then okay, sure, investigate us. What does it matter at that point?
Odagiri, I really thought you were smarter than this. You can go ahead and forget about our deal.
If you'll excuse me then. So, you heard all that.
Wasn't me.
I know. You don't have to convince me. That teacher suspects you of all people. How he ever got certified is a mystery to me. Don't worry. Even if the whole school turns on me, I'll have your back.
Odagiri seems to care a lot about me. I feel like we're becoming better friends.
I'll have your back. You're starting to rub off on me. See you later.
I parted ways with Odagiri and went back to the dorm.
Welcome back.
Hi, how was your day? Kirijo-senpai and the others are at the hospital and won't be back until later today. From what I hear, that girl, Chidori, won't say anything. Maybe we should hold off on going to Tartarus until things are under control. I think I already maxed out your TV time. I haven't done anything with you yet, so that's an option. Mitsuru-san and Sanada-san are both still at the hospital. They're questioning if Chidori must not be going well. And I keep forgetting, 9/13? Yeah. Those are some interesting options. Yep, those are the three. Okay, let's make sure that we have this really quick. No new skills. Okay. It's just academics. So, you got planter stuff? Let's see. I think I've only done one reading with Igus so far.
Excuse me.
Charm. Charm and no ability. Okay, that's as expected. Actually, first of all... and buy out all of this. So Aegis Reading 2 or Shinji Planters 1. I do have stuff on the planters, yeah? Good. And I can harvest them tomorrow. Cool, let's go ahead and get Shinji to help then. Save it up first.
Hey,
Can anybody use the rooftop planters? Of course. I see. Looks like they changed some stuff. Can't believe they gave us something like that. Earning, huh? Let's grow something together.
what?
Why should I do it with you? I guess that's fine. But if you want to do it with me, you gotta make sure you do it properly. Don't think you're done once you've planted the seeds. If you get impatient, don't bother. Tending to the rooftop planters might help improve the quality of the produce.
All right, let me take a jab at it.
I'm gonna head up. What about you? Yup.
Yeah,
Alright, let's go then.
I think that about does it. You think you can see this through to the end?
I got this.
Good answer. Let's just hope you can maintain that enthusiasm. Once you start something, you gotta see it through to the end. I only dabbled in this back when I was a kid, but it'll probably turn out fine. When I was still at the orphanage, I learned a bunch of stuff with Aki. I'm talking too much. Let's get back to work.
I tended the plants with Aragaki.
That should do it. This kind of work is usually easier with more people. Come help out again when you've got the time.
Thanks to the care we put in, it looks like the plants will grow nicely.
Let's head back now, and wash your hands after handling all that soil.
Yes, Pharos? We got 27 days till the next full moon, so what's up? Oh, hi.
It looks like Chidori still ain't back yet. I get it's her own fault for running off on her own, but she's still one of us, you know? We gotta help her somehow.
Don't be impatient, Jin. If she hasn't yet freed herself, that must mean her evoker was taken. Our first objective must be to retrieve it. It would mean nothing to free Chidori without it. For us, our persona is as precious as our very lives. We should wait for an opportunity. They've found their own navigator, their own set of eyes. Without Chidori, we'd only be playing into their hands.
Yeah, you're right, Takaya. Sorry I lost my cool there for a second. But what are we gonna do? They took down that shadow during the last full moon like it was nothing. If they got someone who can predict our moves, it'll be hard to catch them off guard.
Yes, that's true.
By the way, what is that thing? It looks like some kind of clunky evoker.
This is one of the first evokers ever developed. I suppose you could call it a prototype. Oh, that's right. You've never seen this before, have you, Jin?
Is there a reason you put it on the table for tonight in particular?
This was truly a terrible piece of work. In exchange for drawing out the full extent of a persona's latent power, the cost is that they become exceedingly difficult to control.
Chekhov's gun is a literary device in which...
Especially for those who had their power forced upon them, like ourselves.
I'm sorry, would you like to explain that a little bit further? Now, instead of 3 months from now?
To a persona that has lost control, the user is but a shackle. In those days, it was more commonplace to be killed by our own personas than by the shadows. This was the result of one such killing.
Hang on, I'm trying to put together what he means by that. This refers to the prototype evoker. the prototype evoker was the result of one such killing. The killing as in someone's persona losing control and killing the user. I suppose that him gaining access to the prototype evoker, like it being something he could get his hands on, could have been the result of such a killing, like the person who got killed dropped their evoker, he picked it up, that kind of thing. Or possibly a researcher sold it to him or something. That's just a very slightly odd way to phrase that.
I am a shadow, the true self. Regardless, I'm not one to dwell on the past.
So, that's why you don't use an evoker?
Hardly. The real reason is far more practical.
You don't need an evoker, do you? I was wondering when they were going to bring up his eyes.
I don't use one because I have no need. I don't require something as inelegant as a tool to prove my resolve.
You really are something special, Takaya.
Yet, there is always someone out there who is even greater. Such as one who can wield multiple personas.
So you don't need an evoker to summon your persona, but you have a prototype evoker that's able to draw out the full latent power of a persona, i.e. probably a second awakening or equivalent, that then gives much more power but is very likely to kill the user. And that is probably your plan for how to defeat us, the protagonist, who can wield multiple personas, and so inherently is much more powerful than a normal persona user. Once again, I've not seen past this point in the game, so I'm making a blind guess here. Please do not spoil me. That's just my guess.
Am I feeling attachment for someone? Impossible.
Takaya?
Such a thought is beneath me.